You guys ready to see some really cool show car stuff? So Calvin is actually taking the lettering right off of these tires, physically shaving the face of the tire so it looks super, super smooth. If you've ever tried to sandblast a rubber part, maybe there was a bushing on a frame when you were sandblasting your frame, you'll know rubber does not take any shit. So believe it or not, that's a 10-hour process. Check this out. One thing to think about if you're gonna try this at home, which we made a mistake, we put these tires on these wheels, which was, again, a really hard job because they're one-off wheels, great big low profile tires. But one thing to think about if you wanted to do it yourself is take a look at your tire and maybe mount it inside out, because on the inside of these, the letters protrude from it, right? They come out. But on the front side, you can see what I'm doing over here. The letters are sunken into the rubber. So it just makes the work that much more. You can see the ghost lines here that Calvin's trying to get out. He's put some guide code on it to give himself some reference. Yeah, because the more that I sand them down, the harder they are to see. The rubber's not a fun medium to be sanding on. It's not like Bondo. Anyways, more cool stuff over here. We have got a steering wheel that has been 3D printed. Yeah, you heard me. 3D printed steering wheel. I am going to assemble it here right before your eyes, because I need it installed in the car in the next hour or so. This stuff says 10-minute work time. All right, sorry, I'm very distracted by trying to do a good job here. That'll be that. Just trying to give you guys a quick walkthrough. If you're watching this video, it's because you've already seen this car on the internet. We weren't allowed to show you any of these videos before any of this, so we are literally allowing you to see it firsthand as it develops. Okay, we're gonna put some weight on this. We'll get back to it. It's literally all hands on deck here with days to go till we have to load this car for Detroit. Calvin's busy getting rid of all the little lettering on the tires, making them look beautiful. We got Cue Ball Steve over here. Check this out. We had originally thought this morning that we were going to put just a little pinstripe along the top edge. Of course, we've seen everybody else do that. Steve said maybe we should do it on the triangles in there. And what it's done is it really gave the wheel like a 3D look, which it already has, but it accentuated it. I absolutely love that. We're going to go check in on Lee. Interior, interior, interior is the word of the day. Of course, the poor interior guy never gets the car till late in the game, but he's killing it. Check this out. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Super cool details about this car that you're not going to get to see online and that are very specific to what we're doing. Check this out. The owner had one of his friends that he works with on a regular basis make these from scratch. Look at that. It's going to go right here in the door panel. We are so excited about some of those details. Look at this. So these are wood interpretations of the aluminum pieces that are away at chrome plating. You could see the console is missing some of its components to finish it off, but you get the idea on how many pieces, how much detailing is going into this whole interior. The floating gauges are one of my favorite pieces. They're meant to mimic the old rally pack gauges out of the Mustangs. They have that exact look, except they are the gauge for the car. So they're floating, they're hung off of the steering column just like they would have been back then on the rally pack gauges. And then they're still indented into where the original gauges were going to be. So you have that whole area that's kind of clear and open. It's absolutely stunning. Headliner's almost done. It needs one more sort of aluminum polished piece of trim that's getting polished. You can see all the components coming right along. And if we go check out Teddy, he's sanding a one-off steering wheel that was 3D printed. Yeah, you heard me, a steering wheel that's 3D printed. Does it have to go that far?
Well, I'll have to even it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because it was so out of whack.
Yeah.
So now.
Don't worry about that on the outside.
No. I
Yep.
did the outside already.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of
Yeah.
scum in there.
Yeah. I love
I
it.
just sanded it out.
Perfect.
So
in a perfect world, you've got that sanded in like a 220 in the next hour or two. And I'm just going to flat black it for tonight.
yeah.
And away we go. Then we're going to prime it. Faux wood grain the steering wheel so it matches the faux wood grain on the shifter knob. Yes, those kinds of details matter. They are out of control, but we're excited about it. And now you can actually see the car. We've been keeping it super quiet for like 4 years. That's hard for me to do, you would know that. Give you a little sneak peek at the motor. You ready for this? Ford's version of the Hemi. This is a Boss 429, bored and stroked to a 439. Yes, you heard me, a Boss 9. You can see a lot of detail work here. It goes on and on and on, trying to explain it to you guys, from the custom strut tower plates, just to still make the engine bay look like it kind of did from factory. Another cool trick was this ridiculously cool sculpted, Gary Orston did this one, fiberglass, beautiful handmade piece that's meant to look like an early regular fan shroud. Yeah, we got a couple days to go. You've already seen the car on the internet, so you know that it's finished, but here's your sneak peek. We're going to show you underneath it here. Here's a little of everybody's collaboration. This just turned out beautiful. Oh gosh, look at how nice that looks. Okay, let's go. That's it, this should be officially the last piece going on. We're gonna let the apprentices do it. Right, Gary? Bang!
Don't say those words. Rotate it my way.
Teddy, what do you think?
I think it's a winner.
And the honor of the last bolts goes to the one and only Gary Orston, the engineer, the craftsman responsible for this car. Gary,
Yes.
tell us, even though you're a Chevy guy, how did you feel working on this Ford? Okay.
I'm a Ford guy, but this Mercury will do.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Satisfactory Mercury.
You know how awesome this is gonna be? It's gonna be fucking awesome. You ready? All the cluster lights up, dude.
Johnny 5, she's alive.
look at this. He has no plastic, we all know that. Oh, is that clean, JF? That is clean and mean. Have you fired it yet?
Participating, what's going on?
I don't want to hear it.
Hi.
Oh yeah,
Back down?
you're gonna get to hear it. Yeah.
Holy
Go look at the interior first.
hang on, I'm just in, like you don't see a wire, just nothing. Like you see nothing.
It's
Hey,
wireless.
just like what's in between your ears, there's nothing. There's nothing there. Hang on. So why is the hump so high, JF? Is that what's
a high humper.
underneath there?
Well, so the difference between the way we build a car and most people is we take the rocker as the lowest part of the car. And I'll show you when I lift it up what I mean.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So Gary designs the chassis around the rocker being the lowest part.
Yeah.
So we don't have exhaust, we don't have mufflers hanging below, we don't have a frame hanging below it. And what that allows us to do is to do a static ride height of like 3 3/4 and 5 inches.
Okay, because everything's
So
up.
everything's up. There's no mufflers, there's no long tube headers hanging down. I'll show you here.
Okay. I love this color, man. That is just sick. So you're gonna have it put together in 5 days?
Yeah, we're there. We're there.
We're there, he says, we're there.
Look at the brakes.
Look at the brakes.
Calvin,
Not do not touch it with your zipper or anything.
Teresa might have one of the mics charging ready to go. That would help. I don't have one of the mics. So it just plugs in, we'll just plug it in. I thought you had an app for it. And go use, and you can just use her.
Look at this, eh? Look underneath here. This is cleaner than the table in my bus, eh?
The outside parking lot's cleaner than your table.
Oh, I see what you mean, JF. Yeah, I get it now. I get it. Everything up, nothing down.
Yeah, so everything's right out of the way. So the car looks lower, but it's probably no lower than when you lower a car like a 60s Chevelle and have headers hanging down.
And the only trade-off is your hump's a little higher and then
Exactly, so we have to
car.
set everything deeper in the car.
Yeah.
It changes the roll center a little bit, hey Gary, because the weight's a little higher, but that doesn't matter.
What are you into it for about 200 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
20,000 hours, 10,000 hours.
We're in the 10,000
Yes.
on this one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a special car.
It
You
is.
know, I remember coming in here and seeing this thing in pieces
Yeah.
over the years and going, is that ever cool?
Yeah.
I wonder what it's going to look like when it's finished.
And you'll get to see here in 2 weeks in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, look at those pipes. So, okay. Oh, that's the muffler?
yeah.
Like, that's wild.
Yeah, some more Gary's ingenuity.
No
Gary's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we running? 9-inch nodular?
That is probably,
With a 3 bolt, with a 3.
you know that?
3 link.
That muffler
Yeah.
is probably one of the neatest things that I've seen in a long time. How that is.
Lots of different pieces.
So
to
what's,
it.
like you couldn't make it bent or that's, you have to
You have to
flex
for
in it?
expansion, right?
What's that?
This-
Of course he did. It has some wiggle room in the
Yeah.
You'll have a case of itis.
Where, Mike?
Well, just they've got the
Right up
flex
there.
pipe here.
Yeah.
Like this.
We've thought that was the nicest place to hide it in
Yeah,
a show car, right?
Yeah. But it still looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah. It's got a function, right? So this is the first one we haven't chrome plated the rotors because we want to be able to just take it right off the stands and go drive it.
Yeah.
And it's likely to be the most drivable car we've ever built.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah, it's the first time Gary's had a chance to start from scratch. So he engineered and designed the front suspension in a way that we've never been able to do before. Because you're always working with some constraints on it, right? You've always got something you gotta work around.
Is this fiberglass down here?
It's all steel.
No.
Yeah. It's just
Oh, it's just a
sound-
carpet. Yeah, the
it's got
carpet, the sound
deadening.
deadener on it.
Yeah.
So you can't hear yourself talk.
So the frame rails come back to here. It's like factory kind of something.
Yeah, and then what happens is
That's a
this
good
center
idea.
part of the car, you know that big tall tunnel?
Yeah. Okay, so you stiffen it up by actually.
Yeah, so if you look in here, Gary does it with tubing.
Yeah.
So he built an exoskeleton right in the middle of the car. I call it a spine frame. Yeah, backbone spine.
Now they've got all that extra space to make it more rigid.
Yeah, so we've got
Right.
basically 10 inches of actual frame rail in there.
Yep.
That's built out of tubing.
Yep.
2 sets of it. And when we box that section in, it adds so much rigidity to the car that if you lift one corner, the other 2 kind of teeter right off the ground. It's
It barely moves on the hoist.
Yeah.
Lift on the hoist and let cars flex.
Yeah.
Not like an old Camaro. When you jack one corner up,
can't open the door.
The door won't open.
That's the one.
So did you guys make this exhaust?
No, they buy it right out of eBay. It's got eBay, page
I'm
7.
looking at the headers, they look like
I built the headers and I built the exhaust.
exhaust, yeah, very cool. Hopefully Jeff.
headers, exhaust, suspension, chassis. Yeah. They asked me like brand of suspension, and I put
JF.
Yorston Fabrication.
Brand of exhaust, here's the fabrication.
Exactly.
Brand of chassis, here's the Okay, let it fire it up for us.
Okay.
I want to hear it run. I didn't want to hear it run. Better if I bet you gas is out in about 3 seconds, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the dyno numbers on this JF?
770.
You're really gonna fire it up?
Yeah. Fuck, we get the special deluxe tour here.
I'll let you do the key work there, Gary, and I'll just
Yeah.
give her a little.
We got the 4-way flashing.
Oh, good. Good. So that way we know we're a hazard.
Because you have to drive them into the Riddler, don't you?
Yeah, you have to drive them.
Yeah.
We're known for driving the piss out of them.
Yeah. You can feel it coming in the air tonight. Holy moly. Wow.